So I don't know how many times I've been called in to look at a program, help fix a program that potentially has gone live or is in the middle of transformation, and they say the software is not working. We're not achieving what we want to do. Let me tell you what really is going on and what the real story is there is. It's not the platform. It's the business process. It's the operating model. Tech usually just amplifies whatever business process is there. So if you have bad business processes and you put tech on top of it, you have bad tech. So there's a couple of things to keep in mind here. So you probably scoped it like it was a tool or a technology and not a transformation. So there was no upstream process redesign. There was no discussion about adoption plans in terms of that redesign. There was no thought about how people actually work compared to how they should be working. You most likely are automating or automated bad behavior. So if you were expecting the sales rep in a CRM implementation to close more deals, to convert more leads, to upsell and cross sell, did anything you put in that technology change that behavior? Probably not. If you focused on the redesign of your business process and where those processes fit within the ecosystem, then you would probably have designed the technology to say, oh, here's a client who's been with us a year. You now need this set of information in order to have this conversation. Or you needed to do this in order to do that. And so the technology needs to support you in that way. The next thing that we talk about is you probably are measuring the wrong thing. So a lot of people consider a technology go live as success. You've measured the go live. But really, what you should have been thinking about is go live is the trigger point to start measuring success. So what happens is you've gone live. Now you need to measure people are using it. Well, adoption isn't a measurement of transformation. So if you think of a CRM implementation, you may want to start measuring velocity in the sales pipeline. You may want to start measuring conversion rates. You may want to start measuring the size of the deal. Has the size of the deal increased? Those metrics are what you want to build. And those metrics are going to take time to realize. It doesn't happen on day one. Measure it quarter over quarter. And it's critical that you've understood those metrics at the onset so you can build a trending dashboard that says, hey, here's what it was historically, here's what it was since go live. So that gives you the comparison data or the comparative data to ensure that you're doing the right things. The final thing would be no one owns it post go live. And what I mean by that is if you look at it as a technology problem, you think that IT owns it. After go live, if you're looking for a transformation, the business needs to own it. That means somebody within the business needs to pick it up after go live, measure those metrics that you think are critical, and the process and the behavior, and ensure people are following that. If not, course correct. Now, I won't say that there won't be adjustments to the technology. There's always adjustments to the technology. But 90% of the time, you don't need an adjustment in the technology. You need an adjustment in the business process and the measurement of that process to know where those future iterations of the technology will come from. So if your foundation is broken, your technology is not going to scale and it's not going to do what you want. Fix the model first, the rest will follow. We love talking about this stuff. Please reach out and have a conversation with us about your next technology project. Thanks.